Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Baja Crew. Now, the Baja Crew is a console-friendly, modern generation Raptor, essentially the third generation of the Raptor lineup, the Raptor platform, of course, based thereof on the F-150, and this truck is essentially, once again, a console-friendly version of that truck. Now, there's a lot to go over here in terms of customization options, suspension options, and what you can do to this truck, but if you want to drive it in a near stock, near OEM configuration like we have it in right now, you can absolutely do that. Now, this truck is made by JonJonHotRod, and as you can see, the quality is top notch. But without any more rambling on, let's go ahead and get it into the garage, go ahead and customize it, and see what kind of features this truck has to offer. It sounds great, too. Like, that's another big plus of this truck, is that it just sounds awesome. So let's pull up to the garage, go ahead and go inside, and now we start off with the engine options. We've got the stockish spec 402 horsepower, then we move up to the Grocery Getter 550, then the Baja Runner supercharged at 960. We've also got the Trail Runner supercharged 760, vanilla spec V8, which is exactly the same tune as a stock in-game F750 if you really want to go for a genuinely vanilla gameplay approach, and you also have the tow and haul 1400 foot-pound of torque if you want to use this thing for a more heavy hauling or objective-minded gameplay style. So since we're out here on Desert Proving Grounds, I'm going to go with the Baja Runner Supercharged. Now, Gearbox-wise, we have the Baja Runner Spec 8-speed, we have the Heavy Tow and Haul 4-speed, we have the Low and Slow Experimental Crawler for if you want to go trail riding and you want a very, very low crawler range. We also have the Stockish Spec 6-speed. I don't know why I said all show. I think I saw stock-ish and just kind of blended my words together, but that happens sometimes. Tow and Haul Spec 10-speed. We also have the Trail Runner Spec 6-speed and the Vanilla Spec 6-speed, again, based on the stock F750. Then, suspension-wise, we have the Baja Runner Active, and let's see, works well with Baja Runner Spec tunes and Trepidor Runner tires. Interesting. Experimental track day suspension with no damage. Then we also have the King of the Hammers Active, which is once again a no-damage trail-oriented suspension. Max Crawl Active, and then Trail Runner Active. We have Trail Scout Max Lift Active. And then we have Trail Scout Max Lift Tow and Haul. Then we have Trail Scout Max Lift Tow and Haul with no damage. The options here are near endless in terms of the customization that you can do. Then you also have Trail Scout Tow and Haul Active and Trail Scout Spec Active. So just about everything here is active. Now, let's go ahead and throw on a set of the Trepidor runners because he said that this particular suspension option works really well with those. Now, let's go to a slightly larger setup. You have 40s, 41s, 42s. You can go up in very small increments if you want to, and I think that's what we're going to do. So I think we're going to do a 42... I kind of want to do the 44 Trepidor Runner, although if you want to go even bigger, you can do a 46, which is, honestly, you can even go up to a 47 if you really wanted to. That's pretty huge. That's, like, genuinely wild. You also have these tires that look like BFG crawlers. You have bog runners. You have swamp runners. These are going to be your really high grip, you know, mud and rock and, like, slick environment tires. And let's see, do we have any? Oh, dude, we even have some that are tuned for snow and ice down here at the bottom. That's freaking sick. So I'm going to run this thing on the 44-inch Trepidor runners. And we'll do the Trail Runner Spec Winch, the Invisible Snorkel, and Tow and Haul Spec. Obviously, you have a bunch of stuff in here in terms of hitches, as well as invisible chassis weight. And repair-wise, you have goodies that can be placed all throughout the truck, depending on how you want to tailor your experience. So this one, for example, is 2 spare wheels. This is 4. This one is 3,000 repair parts, 20 spare wheels, 793 gallons of fuel. You can essentially go as vanilla or as over the top as you would like. Off-road gear wise, you have a stock front bumper, stock rear bumper. I'm going to take both of those off so we can replace them with different options. Now in the front, we have this Trail Runner 12 gauge bumper, and we have the Roost bumper. We also have the Shift bumper, and I really like that. The Shift bumper with like the little skid plate and the recessed LEDs, that looks really good. Now we have the 12 gauge rear, the Shift rear, and the, oh dude, the recovery pack, that's awesome. So you've actually got, you know, 2 extra canisters of fuel. You got traction boards, you got a high lift jack. I love that. Rock sliders, we'll go ahead and throw those in as well. And I think we'll do the shift bumper in the back. I really dig that. Now, stock fenders, and we can go with a Baja wide body kit. Heck yes, that looks so good. And then, of course, down here, you have just about every possible wheel that JonJonHotRod has ever offered on any of his rigs, and I love his wheel selection because you essentially have everything from, you know, these that are based on 1552s to, like, these that are based on method race wheels to pretty much whatever you might want to throw on a truck like this. I think I'm going to throw, I really like these, the Baker, or sorry, not the Baker beadlock. I like those a lot, but I also like the Barricade beadlock. I really like all of these wheels, but I think I'm actually going to go with the Baker beadlock. I think those look really, really good. Now, this stock bright red looks awesome, but whoa, look at these. Some of these, like, distressed colors look really, really good. This one makes it look like it's been out in the desert for like forever. I'm going to go ahead and throw that one on, but we're also going to look through the rest of these colors just to see how they look. And honestly, a lot of these are colors I haven't really seen on many other vehicles before. Like, this is kind of almost like it's like a lightened lime green. It's very different, but man, the color selection is absolutely insane. Look how far this list of colors goes. It is insane the amount of color options you have in here. And of course, you could put beans on the dash. And without any further ado, let's take this thing out to the racetrack, see what it's like out there, and we may get it onto a little trail after that. Bro, I'll never get tired of that startup. That startup sounds so good. I am going to have to take it off the jump too, because I really want to see how it does there. Let's see. It should do really, really well with that Baja style suspension. Let's give it a little bit of a run up. Oh, dude, that was awesome. I mean, I know we got a little bit of visual damage, but we also launched at it a little bit harder than I normally do. And I'm sure that if I did it a little bit slower, it really wouldn't complain about much of anything at all. Now, I do want to see how much flex the Baja suspension has, even though it's not really made for that. I'm just very, very curious. Let's see. So if we drive you up on the flex ramp with the Baja suspension, it's okay, so it's not, you know, it's not obviously going to be your maximum flex, but I gotta tell you, that ain't bad. I mean, from a realistic standpoint, that ain't bad at all. That's really good. So let's go ahead and head over to the racetrack now, and the Baja Gearbox is going to give you 8 gears in automatic mode plus a high range, so that should be plenty for really what we're going to do here. Now, let me make sure I'm going the right way. I am not. Let me go ahead and switch to the other trail over here, because once again, I find myself going the complete wrong direction. I didn't even hit anything there, and it's like, oh, by the way, yeah, fender damage. I love SnowRunner sometimes. Luckily, I have dev tools, so we can go ahead and repair our truck right when we get to the racetrack. All right, let's make our way up the... Whoa! There we go, not bad. Bro, this thing is so good. I love the way the suspension moves around at higher speed. Like, it does a really, really good job of that, and I feel like we're gonna see it do an even better job once we get out on the racetrack. How much higher is high mode? It's a little bit higher, but I don't know if it's necessarily, like, so high that it's, like, an issue. So let's go ahead and use the repair station up here. Then we'll go back down to the start line. We'll see if we can post a time around this racetrack. It should put in a really good time, I think. I'm really confident in this truck. I don't know how confident I am in my ability to put in a good lap every time, but we'll see in 3, 2, 1, go! See if we can get under 2 minutes. That's going to be our gold. So, wow, big jump over the top. Little iffy there. Oh my god. Okay, got a little bit squirrely on the way down the hill. I went very sideways. I probably don't know how to drive it yet. I wonder if it drives better in high, like just feathering the throttle in high. Maybe automatic is better. Well, easy. You certainly have to be on top of it. I mean, it's got mad levels of grip, and I know these were the recommended tires to use, but dang, I mean, the grip is just gnarly with these things. I'm gonna leave it in high going up these hills, because if I don't, the gearbox will probably gear hunt a little bit. Most trucks do that, and that's nothing against this truck itself. That's just something that most trucks in this game seem to do on this track. But, whoa, easy. Ooh. Bro, the way it soaks up the bumps, like, for those of you guys, especially, you know, those of you that are waiting for this thing to come to console, that enjoy Baja-style trucks and, you know, Baja-style racing, you could literally get a group of these together and have a track day out here on Desert Proving Ground Stage 1 with a bunch of your friends. You could literally get everybody's trucks together for a track day. I love that spot right there. It's a really good bottom out test, and this thing, like, absolutely passed it with flying colors, dude. And look at this interior, though. Don't look at the guy's hands, but, bro, I love that interior. Oh, easy. Not bad, not bad. Whoa, 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 easy. Oh, the suspension control is nuts. Absolutely nuts. There we go. Wow, you can even, like, you can stay flat out around those corners, and it does not mind. It does not mind at all. And it lands so smoothly and softly out of, like, any truck I've ever driven. Oh, bro, 158. And that was with, like, a couple of sketchy moments. So, like, if that was a 158 with a couple of sketchy moments, I guarantee you this thing's got, like, easily a 145 in it if you drive it right. Now, real quick, I am going to go ahead and make a slight adjustment to the suspension. We're going to do the King of the Ham. No, we're going to do the Max Crawl Active. And let's see, tires-wise, I'm going to go up to a 46. And we're going to do the, let's see, standard grip Mud Runner Terrain. Now, on these, I do want to switch the wheels again real quick. This time, we will do the Armory beadlock. And now, we're going to do a quick flex test and, like, a quick, you know, trail test because we have a rock crawling trail not too far away. We're not going to spend too much time on the rock crawling trail, but I want to see what this thing can do when you switch up the setup and put it in a completely different type of environment. Also, fun fact, those tiny little yellow pods, yeah, they come on. That's so sick. That's so freaking cool. I love how they come on like that. Oh my god, that's sick. So let's get you down into the trail. Whoa. All right. Low. I know I've still got the Baja gearbox in it, but, like, I'm not really too worried about that. Little big full-size things coming through the rocks. Wow, it handled that literally no problem at all. Dude, I love that, like, active sway bar. That's awesome because that's a sway bar that's designed in such a way that it doesn't impede flex, but it's still there if you ever want to, like, you know, start moving a little faster. Like, that's super freaking cool. It's kind of like an anti-rock style sway bar design. Obviously, it's not, you know, exactly an anti-rock, but it's a similar idea. You wind my way through these rocks. Wow. Bro, look at the flex on that thing. That is insane. I mean, I know we're kind of, like, pogoed between two rocks right now, but wow, look at the way that thing flexes out. It actually looks like it flexes super realistically, and even without, you know, the extra low ranges, I mean, it's crawling through here no problem. You could do this with the Baja transmission if you really wanted to. I mean, it's just, you know, just 4 low, but it works, and it works dang well. I really, really does. Man, you guys have got to get your hands on this thing and try it out because it can literally do everything from campaign to towing to Baja racing to trail riding to rock crawling, and it's gonna have a blast doing it. And without any further ado, that is gonna do it for this video and for this drive. And I hope you all did enjoy, and if you did, make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see y'all next time. Talk to y'all later.